Good morning. Hello from Washington, D.C. It is conference day 1, and I've had a very interesting morning so far. So I woke up at 7, had my coffee, realized that after years of using a French press, I have no idea how to use a coffee maker. Burnt my bagel for breakfast, then decided to do some yoga, almost knocked over a lamp. Had more of a breakfast, which I also burned, and not only burned, but set off the fire alarm in my little basement suite that I'm Airbnb-ing. And I felt so bad because one of the owners upstairs came down and is like, "Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's just breakfast." In my mind, I'm like, "Yeah, I just suck so much at making breakfast sometimes." Just not used to this foreign environment. So it's been a lot of fun so far. It's almost 11 right now, and the actual opening of the conference I think is at 4:30. All of my colleagues and friends are here, and I haven't heard from any of them yet, and I assume I'll be meeting up with them at some point later today. Lots of fun stuff happening. I think I might do some sightseeing after this. Oh, most importantly, my slides are done. So my presentation is, I think, around 13 minutes and really organized for once. It's kind of 3 main areas. It's 5 things, basically. It's introducing myself as a researcher patient and why that's important. I'm talking about my blog and the ISBD blog, and then I'm breaking it down into how it destigmatizes research, care, and policy, also having this overarching theme of anti-stigma, but also how blogs are useful in general for various reasons in research and so forth. So it should be fun. I'm actually surprised myself that I'm improvising a lot of it, which is, for those of you who know me very well, I'm very good at bullshitting. That's what got me into this conference, I think, is I just kind of flew up this abstract and thought it was a great idea. Didn't expect it to get accepted, never mind, like, as an actual presentation, so this will be fun. So much fun. And at the same time, I'm also practicing for this Pecha Kucha event, which is happening in Vancouver on the 9th, which is this coming Tuesday. And it is, for those of you who don't know, Pecha Kucha is 20 slides, and each slide is 20 seconds, and they're all pictures. So I've done this before, and it's complete memorization. At least I think it is. That's how I've done it. And so preparing for both of these at the same time is kind of stressful, but fun. It'll be a great experience, and I always love doing more informal talks because then I can make them funny, and who doesn't love a good dose of comedy? So there's that. The hashtag that I've been using for all of this stuff is called Explore Bipolar. And what that means to me is essentially exploring what bipolar disorder is in an international context. I thought it was really appropriate since I'm going to the International Society for Bipolar Disorders conference. So there's that, and I also wanted to get some sense of personnel, can't speak, still need more coffee. It's just a more personal sense of things. So exploring on my own. I'm traveling alone. I either travel alone or I travel with my partner. So it's really, I think, a cool experience to go out into the world as a person who has bipolar and just kind of be in a foreign space. It's really interesting what kind of experiences that I've been having, and what it's like just being in a foreign environment and having new ideas about what it might be like for people who live here who have bipolar disorder, or and stuff like that. I was walking past the um, Vietnam Monument Memorial, that's what it's called. And I actually happened to pass by some guy who was talking about his brother who died in the war, and it was like one of those moments where you're just like, wow, death and like connection too, because just like it was kind of surreal just hearing someone talk about something they lived through that to me is, I didn't live through that. I wasn't even born yet, so it's been a really sobering experience, being at some of these sites in Washington D.C. and making me think a lot. I'm thinking a lot about death, which I don't think is a bad thing, and kind of wanting to take some of these themes into the conference as a mindset of how to really help people with bipolar leave. Oh god, that's terrible. What I meant to say is to help people with bipolar live more meaningful lives. So, seeing all these like names on the wall and of people who've died for a cause, and knowing that what they did was important, and relating that to people who ended up taking their own lives in this day and age and times before, of how important those lives are. So I have no idea where I'm going with this, and these are very like deep thoughts to be having at this hour, especially because this would be 8 in the morning in Vancouver, so usually I'm still in pajamas and robes and playing video games or something very not thinky. So anyway, more to come. I'll be tweeting a lot and doing a lot of Instagram throughout the next few days. The conference is through Sunday. I'm presenting on Saturday. And I'll probably do some more updates in between. But for now, have a marvelous day wherever you are, and see you soon.